Hi, this is Trevor with LeatherWallets.org. In this series of videos, we are looking at money clip card holder wallets. And in this particular video, we are going to review this guy right here, which is the Hanks Belt money clip card holder. This is made in the USA. So if that's important to you, let's check out this video. I always like to start with the packaging. Some people are going to buy this for gifts for their father, for their brother, you know, whatever, whoever you want to buy it for. So this is a much, I didn't even mention the price. I bought this on Amazon for $59.99. This box is, it's okay. It's status quo, I would say. It's unfortunate that they don't have their logo. So here was the VOC top. Hanks Belt, no logo. What's going on there? And, you know, the mutt back. So the quality of box is the same. It's just they decided they're well known enough. They don't need to put their name on the box. All right, inside we have the wallet, and that is it. And this stuff. So polyester cheap packing. This is a big step up from the VOC and the mud back. It's a little bit disappointing so far that packaging is lacking. If you're giving it as a gift, hopefully the person receives it, recognizes the brand, and knows that, you know, it is high quality despite the packaging. All right, so this is a goatskin leather, so a little bit different than what we were looking at before, where they're all cow leather. This one's goatskin, and you can feel it's much more smooth than any of the other leather, and this one does have some you know, a little bit of weight to it. In fact, it feels pretty darn heavy. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. So we're doing grams. 75 grams for that guy. And just as a comparison, the VOC 53 and the mutt back 41, 39, 40 for that guy. So this guy is quite a bit heavier. It feels pretty good. I like the leather. We've got 1, 2, 3 pockets all up front. Construction on it is very good. And one center pocket along with the money clip. I can tell you that money clip feels very strong. Notice how we don't have an ID window. So this one is more similar to the mutt back wallet, where we don't have an ID. It has one pocket fewer than the mutt back. But I also want to draw your attention to the construction. So here is a perfect example of a wallet that is expensive, but you know, this is where that expense comes in. So do you see how each of those pockets, there's a layer of leather and how it just blends into the next one? Let me show you the VOC to give you an idea, see the difference. All right, angle this good. So you see how right here you have these lips, and if you can look down it, you see how the leather isn't blended, so no time was taken to transition from over each of those pockets. Compared to, again, this guy, where you can see that it is just, if I can angle this right, just baby smooth, or close enough. It's very close. And that's, you know, that's where we get into craftsmanship. So, you know, most likely, I don't know where this is made. Most likely this is Chinese made. You get pockets that look like that. The mutt back is a step up. They're not as pronounced, but not rolled over as, you know, no one took the time like they did with this Hank's belt to make sure that that is smooth. So definite plus there. Stitching looks good. Looks like a nylon thread, which you know, you expect for a wallet in this price range. Everything looks very good. So so I'm trying to find, okay, here's another difference between the quality of leather. First, this is much thicker, and let me try, I'm not going to be able to show you, but this one, the edges here are straight cut, okay? It's not rolled over. The edges on this wallet are all folded over and then sewn or glued in the back here. This requires thicker, stronger leather to be able to, and you know, a talented person to be able to construct this leather so that you don't fold it over. Yeah, and this requires a machine or a lot of time, because you have to get the leather so thin in order to be folded over and then sewn back without creating a big lump. This way, in this style, you don't have to create that thin a leather. You can leave it, you know, thick and yeah. So, big points there. Covered the stitching, covered the edges. Let's talk about capacity. Those don't look straight. So I'm just noticing that. So we've got, let me make sure you can see this, 49 millimeters from the bottom to the lip of the pocket. It's not straight. It's off by a little bit. Crap. So let me fold it like this. So got a good, as you can see, it's not on the lip there, but as we move down, if I can keep my, we get to the end here where that measurement is right on the money. Right, so 49 millimeters from there to there. 49 millimeters is a millimeter or two short. Right there. Like that. A millimeter difference. So again, handmade. I believe handmade. It says handcrafted in the USA. So it's up to you. I was able to tell just by looking at it that it wasn't lined up. If that's a big deal to you, you're going to have to decide. It is full grain leather, though. We can tell that by, the marks in the leather, the lines. I really like that. Really like the leather. It's soft. Again, this is goat leather. So a little bit different than cow leather, but still feels very good. Now let's get on to the capacity. Let's do cards first. So about 6 cards has been, I think, the most in this category so far. Fits in there well. There's 1. 2. So that pocket is, oh no, I wonder why I wasn't able to fit it in at first, but all right. So there's 2. So that's perfect. We don't have, it's not going down all the way. Again, similar to the Muttback wallet, which is great because we can still get it out. Let's check this large center pocket. And as I state in all the reviews, it's fine that the wallet is a little bit tight now. As the leather conforms to the cards, it will stretch a bit and provide a little bit extra give. So the center pocket fits fine. So we've got 4 cards in there. Let's try to go for 5. I think we'll get there easily. It is starting to get a little bit tight. That fits all right. Let's go another one. This back. All right, so that's getting very tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try one more. 7. 7 cards. That feels pretty good. Again, after 2 weeks, a week, you may be able to fit another card or 2 inside the wallet. So I believe that was 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. We'll see how that ranks. I'm forgetting the numbers, but I believe that is better than the Alpine Swiss, or no, better than the Alpine Swiss, about the same as the Muttback and the VOC. Let's check the capacity of the the money clip. And you see how this is double stitched here? So we didn't see that in the Alpine Switch, which had a design not similar, but this one does. So kudos for that. It's going to help with the durability, and this feels like it's going to hold a lot. The only thing that concerns me is I don't know if they give you enough flex here, but let's give it a try. So we got 22 with the VOC. Let's just jump up. Let's jump up and see if this guy can take the VOC off the top of the mountain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22 bills. Nope. That is Okay, 22 bills is way too much, so my guesstimate was way off. There was no sticking it. Not that it just... Okay. So let's try, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's try 12. Let's give it something fairly certain it'll handle. That is definitely odd. 12 feels about its max. So while it feels, the magnet feels real strong, it can handle 12. All right. Let's jump up to 14. Gotta get my heads facing the right way. All the bills lined up. No. 14 is not going to cut it. So 13. All right, 13 bills is where I'm calling this guy. More than Muttback, nowhere close to the number that the Alpine Swiss had. Alpine Swiss definitely has a it's definitely the king of the hill for capacity. All right, the leather smells fine. Has a more neutral smell than the VOC. Smells a lot like the Muttback. Smells fine. No issues with the leather. As far as the smell, the feel feels great. The stitching, it all looks really good, and it's nylon. You can tell by the melted areas where the stitching ends. As you saw, double stitching there. Yeah, no issues with the stitching. Next, let's do the scratch. So we are going to try to scratch this guy up. Same sandpaper, the 150 grit, and same area, just right here under this money clip. So feels good. No issues with how it feels, looks. Color didn't change at all, which is great. The best so far on the scratch test. Leather feels good. All right. that is it. So let's go to conclusions just to wrap this. All right, that's it. This is the Hank's Belt leather money clip wallet. Time for the conclusions. So leather, we're going to give it a really good grade there. It's goatskin. It feels soft. It's durable. The scratch test was excellent. The smell is good. It's a neutral smell, similar to what we saw in the mutt back. Stitching is really quality. So nylon thread and the turned edges are, a hallmark of a handmade high quality leather. The leather is much, much thicker than we've seen in any of the wallets before. And the craftsmanship that goes into blending the pockets together is excellent. All pluses there. The capacity was a little lacking with 7 cards. The cash capacity, again, a little bit lacking with 13 bills, but about the run of the mill. This is your handmade option. Handmade in the USA. If you're looking for a made in the USA wallet, this is definitely the one. Just remember, you're not going to be able to carry much with it. So only the essentials. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. I noticed this was crooked when I was checking it out. So that's something interesting. And it's up to you whether, that's really a negative or not. All right, that's it for this wallet. Again, my name is Trevor with LeatherWallets.org. We're reviewing a bunch of money clip card holder wallets that range in price from $9.99 up to $95. And that wallet is coming up next. We've got the Leatherology. So this one is a bit different from any of the wallets that we've reviewed so far. This one will have a retention clip instead of a magnet, and it's a bifold. It's still a money clip card holder wallet, and I'll show you why when we do the review. Make sure to check out the website, LeatherWallets.org. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely let me know. All right, thanks guys, and goodbye. Hey, one last thing I forgot to do with this Hank's Belt leather wallet is to test it for RFID. It doesn't state that it has it, and looking at any of the pockets, there doesn't look like there's any other material in there besides leather. So I did want to mention that if you're, make sure you can see that, if you're looking for a wallet that has RFID protection, you'll either have to modify this one or look somewhere else.